Hoi, it's louisity again, and for this video, I'm going to be doing the Honest BookTuber Tag. Hoorah! So, it's time for us to be honest. Honesty is the best policy. I found this video from StoryGlyph. I'm going to be linking his video and also the original creator's tag if I can find it. So, let's begin! Just as I mentioned in the book problem tag, now in terms of lying about a book that I read, I would have to say during school, like, we have these required readings, and, sometimes you're going to say that you have actually already read a book. I honestly tend to be curious about this. And there is something that I was actually contemplating and thinking about during the past months. And what I realized is that I am able to separate my appreciation of the work and have like a separate appreciation or concern for like the artist or the creator, the worker. Like I feel like I can appreciate something and like not care about the one who created it, and it kind of like not just only goes for me when it comes to books, it also kind of follows for me when it comes to like music, TV series, what else, YouTube videos. Like they may have like people involved there that are not exactly you want to mingle with. There are actors or let's say YouTubers or singers there that you're like and then probably you would find something about the director or the songwriter or anyone else that is of course involved in the process of creating the work, and you'd be like but because of the content itself, you would gravitate to it. So it's like with YouTube videos, the YouTuber isn't something that you would choose to want to work with, and if ever that you will be working together, you would be working professionally. But because of that video was like so greatly done, it's one of the videos that probably would be like your most favorite. And that happened to me. Like sometimes some of my favorite YouTube videos are from folks that I don't necessarily want to mingle with or work with. If I were to choose, just gonna keep it professional if that time comes. And when it comes to like music, it kind of goes the same thing. Some of the artists or singer are not exactly I'm a fan of, or somebody that was like but I really enjoy the song and something that I would play again and again. And let's say sometimes some series would involve somebody that is not exactly what you want to like support, or you're not going to be a fan of, but because the story of the series is like something that seems promising or entertaining or captivating for you, like in my case it seems captivating for me, then I wouldn't mind like watching it. That kind of goes with me with the books. It's kind of like I think I can still enjoy it and just like not really care about the one who wrote it. And in terms of like acquiring it new, what I'm just thinking about is, let's say if that's the only way for you to kind of like avail it, or just simply if ever that you're going to be availing it new, I just think about like the people in the legwork or the staff in the publishing company that book was published for. And I'm also thinking about, let's say, the people of course in the bookstores, the staff that would need to meet some sales quotas. So that's what I'm just thinking about, thinking about the people who need, to live, and we all know that money is important. So, so that's just my take when it comes to, these things. No, there was only one time that I received a free book, and that was in exchange for an honest review that I'll be posting in Goodreads and uploading in my YouTube channel. Not exactly, but In April 2020, something was found in Bookworm Rambulan. So these were a bunch of quote-unquote bookworms that would kind of do, some sort of a rumble in a Facebook group, and they kind of like post some of their hot takes. And one of the posts said that, the person was like looking for other Filipino booktubers because we were like wawenta and mahiyain. So wawenta means like it's short for walang kwenta, which means like nonsense. Okay. And also mahiyain means shy. So it's kind of like the person's post kind of like said like, Pinoy booktubers, nonsense, and shy. So, yeah, that disappointed, booktubers, Pinoy booktubers to be specific. And if there's any advice that I'd like to give to anyone who would like to be a booktuber, just go for it. And just remember that there will always be people that are going to be for you. Just keep on, sharing your love for books, and the people for you will be reaching out and be there to support you. No! I think the closest one that I encountered when it comes to this one would have to be, if I recall correctly, somebody asked if I have a small, or I don't know if that person actually said that I have a small, let's just say eggplant or banana. Okay, if you know what I'm talking about, just keep it to yourselves, okay? So what I did was simple. I reported it. I always film videos because I want to film these types of videos. So I already have like some sort of an inkling of like having thought that some of these videos will be more popular or will rise quicker compared to the others, but it never encountered to me like this is going to be like the sole reason. It's because I really want to do like these videos. So my mantra in my channel, one of my mantras would have to be like, I am gonna do something that I know that I see myself actually doing. If I were to give an advice to myself when I started my channel 5 years ago, I would say that technically that is when I started it, because that is when I first uploaded my first book review. So I actually did YouTube or book reviews, to be specific, before I even discovered BookTube. And I think if there's any advice that I'd like to give myself, it would have to be, to search more about YouTubing, since let's say back then I didn't know about BookTube. So if not about BookTubing, search about YouTubing, to be kind of like more focused on like what videos are you going to be putting out, how you're going to like roll with, YouTubing and all that, shizzles. And I'd have to say consistency. Like, I think that, I guess I was so caught up with the amount of views of like hopefully going viral and becoming like the first ever book reviewer from the Philippines that, I wasn't able to actually sustain it back then. But yeah, I think that's an advice that I can give. louisity, you could have searched more about YouTubing and be more consistent. And I've said it so many times, this person inspired, motivated, and made me driven in actually, being focused and working. On my videos in BookTube, I'd have to say Jesse the Reader. I just think that he knows how to, like, every now and then he would have a video and you'd go around like, how did he think about this? Like, I am just amazed about the creative juices that like comes out of Jesse. So, Jesse the reader. Yeah. What I love about my channel would have to be is the fact that I've been creating bookish videos for quite a while now, and the fact that, you know, every now and then I would film like bookish videos that I don't normally see. I actually like it when, you know, some folks kind of, you know, create bookish videos and kind of mixing it up to like with their other interests, and I kind of like do that with a different kind of interest. And you know, I really like some of my favorite videos that I kind of find unusual and that I would have to say I'm proud of, like recommending books to 17 members, you know, recommending books to my favorite Filipino YouTubers. And of course, I'm super proud about the Filipino cuisine book tag that I created. If you feel like you want to be honest with these questions, well, bam, consider yourself tagged then. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've reached this far, feel free to put in a memo emoji, okay? So yeah, you can look for it in emojipedia.com if you're using a computer. So yep, I guess that's about it. If you folks like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, click that subscribe button and hit that little bell icon somewhere down there to keep yourselves posted about my videos. And also be putting down links and handles of my social media accounts, so feel free to check me out and follow me there as well. As always, thank you super much for watching. Let us continue seeking for wisdom and unleash the reader in you. Bye y'all.